Hey everyone, Joe with Angel Eye Guy here. Today I'm going to be installing some Angel Eyes on this E46 M3. We'll go ahead and get started. So the Angel Eyes we're going to be installing on this M3 is going to be the standard 120s. So we got your wire taps, double-sided tape, got your clips, wiring harness, and then we got the 4 rings. We got 2 here and 2 there. First thing we want to do is test the Angel Eyes. So we're gonna use our positive connection here and our ground connection there. Go ahead and grab your 19mm socket and open the 2 nuts. So we got the positive running through there. There's a little gap right there that we could run the wire through, and we got the negative going there. Go ahead and tighten the positive and the negative. After that, we're going to go ahead and loosen that 10mm bolt so we can mount our relay. Now that we got that nut off, we're going to go ahead and mount the relay. Sometimes it's easier to put the nut on if you have this sideways. That way you can catch the threads. Once you catch enough threads, then you can turn it straight down. You want to make sure you don't mount your relay sideways. Now that we got the relay mounted, go ahead and connect your Angel Eyes. Grab your white wire from the harness, touch it on the positive battery terminal, and it will allow the Angel Eyes to turn on. Now that we get the Angel Eyes tested, now it's time to take apart the headlights. First thing we want to do is remove all these clips here to pop off this top weather stripping. Next, we're going to remove the corner light. Typically, if you have a 02 and newer, you're going to have a screw style. If you have an 01 older, you're going to have a slide in. So the slide in one, you're going to grab a long screwdriver, press it down, and it slides out. The screw ones, you're just going to undo the screw, and it's just going to slide right out. Once it's loose, go ahead and remove it. And then you can just unclip it from here. So next is going to be the lower headlight trim. So you're going to have a bunch of clips on the bottom here, and we're going to pop those off to remove it. So we're going to start pulling this out. Inside there, you're going to want to get a small flathead and pry out of the little clips there. So for here, you want to grab a small flathead, pry this up, and then pull the headlight trimming back. Alright, so now we can remove the actual lens. So you have 3 clips on the bottom, 3 clips on top, and then 1 clip on the side. Go ahead and pry those up and pull the lens off. So once all the clips are popped off, the lens will come off. Next is going to be the inner bezel. It's also held on by clips. Just go ahead and give it a nice little tug, and it will pop right off. So once you get that off, we're going to go ahead and come behind the headlight. We're going to grab the rubber housing here and just pull it back. That way we can fit our wiring through. So we're going to feed our Angel Eye wiring right above here, and it's going to come back through that rubber gasket in the back. Now, since we're using the 120 LEDs, they have this bigger box for the driver, and that's too big to fit through there. If you're using the 60 LEDs or the switchback, then it'd be a lot smaller. You can just fit it right through. But on this one, we're gonna have to remove this small box. That way we can fit it through the headlight and then put it back on at the end. Now that we got the box off, it's a lot smaller, and now we can fit this behind the headlight. So next, we're gonna grab our wiring and start to feed it through the back here. As we're feeding it through here with one hand, we wanna go ahead and come from the back side here, feel for it, and then pull it through. You just wanna be careful, you don't wanna damage the driver there. Also in some E46s, the gap here is really tight. So what you can also do is come back here. That knob will adjust the headlight bowls up and down. So you can spin it and it'll make the gap smaller. So you can run the wire through and then you can go and raise it back up when you're done. So now we got both wiring coming out of the back of the headlight. And you want to make sure when you're done with everything is to grab that little rubber housing and push it back up just like that, so you don't have any water leaks or moisture get in there. And then go ahead and put the boxes back on the drivers there. So next we're going to go ahead and mount the clips. You're going to grab your clips there. They have little teeth there. You're going to open it up a little bit, slide it through, and then you're going to twist up. And you want to make sure that it sits straight. You don't want it to be sitting at an angle like that. You want it to be sitting straight up, and go ahead and do that on both sides. And the teeth should be sitting on top just like that. When mounting the double-sided tape, if we're going to be mounting it on the halogen side, which is the center high beam, we want to put it more at the top and on the outer edges of the ring. When we're mounting it on the projector, we want to kind of space it out a little bit, and also we want to mount it towards the inner side of the ring. Next, remove the film that's on the double-sided tape, and then we're going to go ahead and clip it on. You want to make sure, I usually will line it up here. So you want to make sure that curve goes with the angel eye, and you want to press it and make sure it's stuck on there just like that. A lot of people will say, oh, why is the ring so much smaller than the bowl? That's because once you put this piece on there, if it's any larger, the whole bottom half of the angel eye would be cut off, and you'll see that once you put everything back together. When mounting the lobing, same thing. You want to go ahead and clip it. Before the stickiness hits, you want to make sure you center it. So right about there, and you can press on and it'll clip on there. And you want to hold it down, just like that. So now that we got the rings installed, go ahead and pull out the excess wire. And you want to make sure that the wiring isn't getting stuck on anything. Next, it's time to install the bezel. Okay, so we're going to grab the headlight bezel and it's going to just clip right in. Just like that. And as you can see, if the ring was any bigger, the same size as the actual headlight bowl, the bottom portion would be cut off. We can grab our headlight lens, put it back on. If you decide on getting new lenses, this is the best time to replace it. I'm gonna make sure all the clips go back in. You can even use a little screwdriver or flathead and push these in just to make sure they all go in. Next, go on ahead and install the lower trim piece. It's easier to put this side in first and make sure it's clipped in, and then put the front section in. Then go ahead and plug your corner light back in. And then slide it right back in, and then tighten that top screw. Finally, go ahead and put the top weather stripping piece back in, and then you're all set to go onto the next side. The other side is the same exact way. So just go and open everything up and install everything, and we'll go and finish our wiring. So the angel eyes turn on in two different ways. First one is going to be the white wire, which is going to tap into the interior footwell light. And what that will do is anytime the doors are open or when you unlock the car, the angel eyes would be on. Second way is going to be through the red wire here. That's going to tap into the ECU box for the ignition. So anytime the car is on, the angel eyes would be on, whether you got the headlights on or off. So we're going to come down here, go ahead and remove this boot here, and we're just going to make a small little hole right there in the center. So we made a hole right there in the center, and go ahead and feed the white wire through. Next, we're going to come down here and feed the white wire through there. And you want to put a good amount in there because we're going to go in from the inside of the car and pull it out. Now that we got the white wire fed through there, let's go ahead and come around underneath the passenger side. Go ahead and put your fingers through there and you'll feel around for that white wire. Let's see. There we go. Go ahead and feel for it, grab it, and go ahead and pull it out. Next, we're going to want to go ahead and pop off the footwell light. You might have to spread back the tape there to get access to the wires. And we're going to want to use the wire on the left. I believe it's like a blue, it's a red wire with the blue stripe running through it. That's the wire we're going to use. So next we're going to grab our red T-tap, go ahead and put it around the wire like that. We'll go ahead and close it. And what you want to do is grab a pair of pliers and squeeze down on it so it can tighten up and pierce the wire. So you want to grab our pliers and squeeze down, not hard enough to where you break it, just enough for it to clip in, and that way you can penetrate the wire. Then we're going to grab our little connector there, and the flat side is going to go right through that slot there. Okay, now that we have everything connected, we can go ahead and tuck everything back in. And then go ahead and tuck the excess wire back up inside there. Once everything is tucked away, because the interior light is on, headlights should also be on, or the angel light should also be on. And as the interior lights fade, the angel eyes will also fade. So we give it a few more seconds, it'll fade off. And there you go. Now since that portion is done, go ahead and put the rubber grommet back in there, and we'll go ahead and do the ECU tap. Okay, now coming down into the ECU box here, we got 4 screws. You got 1, 2, 3, and 4. And go and loosen all those and pop the cover off. And we're gonna be looking for this wire right here. It's gonna be a red wire with a white stripe and yellow dots. So we're going to grab our other red wire, and then we're also going to use our yellow T-tap and tap into that wire right there. And again, you want to make sure that little groove there sits right in the wire, and you want to go and close it. From there, grab your pliers and squeeze down so it can penetrate the wire, and we're going to plug the red wire in it. Okay, now that we have that connected, let's go ahead and turn the ignition on. So once ignition is on, you want to make sure that the interior lights turn off and the angel eyes should be on. Okay, now that we're all set in here, let's go ahead and put the cover back on. You want to make sure with this wire, it's not on the plastic portion, because if you put the cover on and tighten it, it's just going to break into the wire. You want to make sure you put it on this rubber portion. That way when it tightens down, the rubber can flex. Once everything is installed, we want to go ahead and run the wiring going up this way to the relay. Also running from here, up there, around there, and then across through this, and then down to the relay. You want to go ahead and make sure you zip tie everything where it's nice and secure. And of course, you want to make sure you keep these drivers away from anything that is hot. And then from there, enjoy your new Angel Eyes.